Hey, good morning to you all. Pete Butler back in the room with you. I hope you had a fantastic August. Now we're into September. Got my jumper on hand. As soon as I finish this, slapping it on, get into the office. Anyway, in this video, I want to share with you, I'm sure I'm not the only one, the 90 days results. So where are we? We're going to do sort of, let's just say the 1st of June to the 1st of September. So good 90 days chunk of results from one campaign, not the only campaign that we're running, but one that sort of hopefully will inspire you to look at alternatives to, you know, maybe doing posting on social media, and you should be doing all of the above, to be fair. But we are getting quite a lot of reach outs now from people that have not been doing social media, but not getting any results now. Social media and Google are two totally different things. Google is where people actually go to search. So we all do it now, all subliminally. We don't go anywhere else. If we're looking for a pair of trainers, probably go to Amazon. Probably go looking for, I don't know, a roofer. You'd probably go to Google. Looking for an estate agent. We've got stats to show that people go to Google on a day-by-day basis for searches such as how much is my house worth, local estate agent, a bit broad, but I wanted to share with you some results anyway. So otherwise I'm going to end up ranting. I'm looking to be just over 5 minutes with this little bit of a presentation for you. But let me show you the result first, and then I'm going to show you how we did it. Okay. And yeah, let's have a look, shall we? So let me just go to here. So we're going to basically go, just to be clear, this agent is appearing because they weren't basically, this estate agent approached us because they weren't appearing anywhere in terms of Google search for how much is my house worth, local property values, all the words that one would use to look at how much is my house worth, basically. So we were approached sort of May time to sort of, you know, fix that problem. And so we're basically appearing here as well. Now we're also, as you can see on the PowerPoint presentation the start screen, we're also running YouTube advertising as well. So we're basically ducktailing with Google search and using the power of Google search to hit that person with a video ad as well, which is doubly powerful, because being at the top of Google can be a bit of a, you know, you're probably there going, oh, I'm spending money and I'm not getting any leads for it. Well, it's because you haven't thought about other ways of attracting that same click, because here will cost you sort of on this particular term anything from about £7 up to about, well, limitless really, because you've got guys in the market, as you can see here, Strike are big spenders at the moment. Purple Bricks again, big spenders. As for a local estate agent, there's only one local estate agent here, Key West estate agents, really, that I know about. Purple Bricks, obviously, the usual suspects really are going after, you know, people that want to hit. So we're targeting in certain zip code / postcode, and we're getting results now. I'm going to quickly share with you the result that we're getting. So this is the result that we've had from the, basically the start of June to the start of September. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to basically show you how we did it. So what we want to look at is conversions. Conversion is when someone's actually landed on your website, okay, and made a phone call. That's what Google call a conversion. Okay. We have stipulations of anything over 30, anything from 30 seconds really is a valid call. So people that are picking up the phone, dialing, and then dropping is not getting registered here. Also, we've got a couple of tools on the landing page where people go to on the blog page to basically entice people to get a free valuation, basically, or get an instant valuation. There's one or two options. You can either book a real valuation with somebody who wants to talk to you, and a real person, or you can get an idea of how much your house is worth. All of the roads in this path lead to a conversation on the phone, which is over to the agent at that point, really, to close. So let's skip forward. So we've only spent money on the 84 clicks. Okay, we've spent £483, and for the £483 we've given Google, or the agents giving Google, invested directly to Google, we've generated 54 valuation inquiries. Now, obviously, you will get the odd dud number and the odd Mickey Mouse. We understand that, but a good chunk of those, I think that's only less than 2% of the actual people. Because if we look at the terms, which I won't show you here, actually, I won't. I was going to show you the keywords that the ads have shown for. It's all about getting a valuation. It's very high intent. It's very motivated. This is what we want to do. We're only showing up certain postcodes. We're not going nationwide. So that's why the budget's quite low. And we've managed to retain one of the, obviously, the factors that deciphers whether Google Ads would work for you is whether you're willing to invest into get a valuation. And it's usually a sort of a discovery call session that we have with a client. Is right. So, how much is the average exchange or landlord worth to you, Mr. Agent? Well, £700 for a landlord, maybe a year. Let's just say $2,000 for an exchange contract once it goes through. How much are you willing to invest in to get one of those people? It's basically coming for a year. Well, it's a math question, which is not a Google Ads question. Again, becomes math. If we can work out how much you're willing to spend to get an investment of, say, $2,000, or on the bottom end, say £1,000, that will obviously depend on how much you're willing to spend. So you need to work that out. But the typical estate agent would spend anything from around about £100 mark. They would go, right, I'm glad if I can sit down with somebody, I'll gladly spend £100 to just sit down with somebody who's like, not a tire kicker or a plaster tapper. These people are motivated because of the keywords that we're going for. Okay, so back to our Death by PowerPoint, and I'm going to show you how we did it now. So let's have a look at this now. So we drew. So let me just come out of this a little bit here. I don't know whether I'm still sharing. I'm still sharing. Let's have a look. I have to come out of it because I have to draw. And for those artists in the room, I apologize in advance, but I'm not using a pen. I'm using my finger with the draw tool, as you can see. So what we're doing is we're basically showing up our ads at the top of Google, where this agent, obviously, pain point was they were getting frustrated because they weren't showing up in the map. They were posting on Facebook and social media and doing all the stuff that the gurus tell you to do. But the bottom line is it didn't get them valuations. And I know it's a long term, but they all need to be done. You still need to do your leaflets. You still need to do your door knocking. You still need to do all of the above, because you've almost got to be omnipresent. But what Google basically does is when someone's actually on their phone or desktop and they've just had a chat with their partner and they're Googling, like they go, I'm on my computer. But you have to bear with me for my sense of humor on a Thursday morning even. They're typing in, how much is my house worth? Just to get an idea. We want to show up. That's it. That's all it does. It basically shows up. They haven't got to scroll. They haven't got to think twice. We put a message out there that goes, we can answer that problem. We can answer that problem. So we're turning at the top of Google. Okay, so this is the little Google bar. Okay, anyone that clicks on our Google ad. Now, to hit here, I must rewind a little bit. To show at top of Google, don't cost you anything. It's called pay per click. So we only pay if and when someone clicks on the ad. Okay. So that's just rule number one. We only pay, and again, what you pay. I mean, we're paying in some areas 48 pence. Some areas are paying £9, but it's all relative because at the end of the month, we've generated valuation leads, inquiries, not valuation sits or instructions. I get that. That's down to the particular how good you are and how skilled you are at sort of converting. I'm just thinking about it into, what's the conversation type of thing? What's their reason for looking at it type of stuff? So what we're going to do is anyone that clicks this ad, say, hypothetically, someone clicks on the ad, we're driving them to a content page or a very, very well optimized home. I mean, I almost sweat when I say homepage, because most homepages are all about, Esther's 2001 winner. It's got pictures of the team, and there's nothing about getting a valuation. We've got a big fat button about booking a valuation. Okay, then this click goes to a valuation tool. Let's just say that. Then obviously it's down to the person, which obviously you know what a valuation tool looks like. So I'm not going to talk to you about that. Then at the same time, which is where I really love doing, is we're also basically using the power of Google, because if you don't know already now, Google owns YouTube, and YouTube is the second biggest search engine on the planet. People go there to consume, research, and be influenced by people like Phil Spencer and Chris Watkin in our world, the legend that Chris is. So it's basically the second biggest search engine, because people go there to look for, when I was looking at my washing machine, I went on to YouTube to look at how loud people's washing machines were. And the one I chose was the one where a woman actually sat there, and I'm not lying, for 5 minutes and recorded the spin cycle. And I was like, that's mine. Everyone else is too loud, because my washing machine is just here. So obviously you can appreciate I do not want noise. But anyway, I'm digressing. That's how powerful YouTube is. If you can put content on YouTube, educational content with a bit of a sell, okay? But we're on this one, we're running ads, okay? So, have a YouTube channel, but we're running ads, okay? These are those skippable ads that basically appear when someone's actually maybe perhaps looking at Google, and then they suddenly go and watch some other content on YouTube. We show them a skippable ad. Now, this is a face-to-camera ad with the valuer. Apologize for the artist, as I say. Then what we're doing on here, this is a skippable ad that runs for about 2 minutes. Okay, it's a little bit of education, pushing away people that aren't selling, attracting the ones that are selling. Okay, then only the people that watch, first of all, when we run those skippable ads, we only pay for the people that either click on the ad, i.e. they're interested, and they then go to our valuation tool, okay, and then go into the same loop as what everyone else is doing, which is all about the clicks and the click through. So and that's how we're, in a roundabout sort of way, that's how we're generating leads. And obviously then that's ended up being a lead for, I think, just under £9, isn't it? So I think just over £8, something 90. Let's just call it £8. Let's just call it £8 for now. Okay, that's a euro, by the way. I don't know what. I've just come off the phone call with a consultation with a client in Europe, so I was doing euros. But anyway, so yeah, that's essentially it. So if you've got any questions, and then, sorry, I forgot to mention, we're also running Gmail ads to people that click on the ad, don't come, click to this page here and then bounce, because you will. We're also running Gmail ads and also YouTube ad. And the cheeky advert here is when someone clicks here and then bounces off and doesn't complete the ad, we've got another YouTube ad, right, that basically says, what happened? Just a bit of a cheeky, hey, you still looking to get your house valued? No, clearly you must have something wrong. The dog barked, the kid needed feeding, your child needed feeding, whatever it was. Here's an opportunity to get another valuation. Just click the link below. It'll take you through it takes them back to this. But this is where we add a little bit of consultation, humor, and motivation. Okay, that all those key psychological tricks to get people in. So yeah, anyway, that's essentially the funnel. Those are the results. If you've got any questions, then I'd love to help you guys and girls in the community. If you've got any questions, as I say, drop them in below, and I'll be here to help. All right, you take care. Have a great day. Have a great week. Take care. Have a great September. Don't forget, this month is Christmas month, really. So get as much as you can in for the hopefully December's completions. All right, take it easy.